As we live in a much dynamic, difficult, and close world, everyone always looks forward to ensuring they at least eat well as a family and fundamentally have shelter. This, on the other hand, does not come in favor of everyone. As a result of a series of economic and social factors in the labor market, housing policies, and changes in family structure, homelessness is still a challenging tragedy, strangely afflicting even the most prosperous countries in the world. What could be the causes of homelessness? Lack of cheap housing. With lots of people flocking to urban areas for work, urban areas experience housing shortage. Real estate prices skyrocket, which is not affordable for everyone. Low wages. Despite the constant rise in housing prices and living costs, wages have remained comparatively stagnant or not enough over years, pushing people to work more than 50 hours a week. Fewer work opportunities. People from economically disadvantaged backgrounds, those that didn't go to school or finish high school, those that have no degree or diploma, have severely limited employment opportunities. Social stigma. Some people say it is temporary, but people usually have a hard time getting out of it, and people still think that there is something wrong about you. Disease and disability. This has a profound effect on people. Apart from high medical costs, disability and chronic illness keeps them from working. Furthermore, domestic violence, basically domestic abuse, being primary reason women and children are homeless, as when women want to get out of an abusive relationship, they often have no choice but leave home. Most of them with no work or a viable source of income, achieving stable housing is difficult, thus ending up living in CARES, homeless shelters, or transitional housing services. Mental health issues. 45% of homeless people have mental health issues, according to a report from the US. Some have developed them because of homelessness, but a significant portion has become homeless because of mental health issues, definitely preventing them from acquiring or holding a job and also conforming to social norms. Substance abuse. Before we judge them, let us ask why. Failed relationships, death of a loved one, a traumatic experience can push people off to the deep end. Sometimes they see no other recourse but drown themselves into alcohol and drugs. Keep in mind that each of us has coping mechanisms. Just unfortunate that theirs is by taking illegal substances. On the other hand, it may sound quite different and complex in other parts of the world that are densely populated urban hubs of developing economically unstable regions. The causes are varied and mostly related, rooting from domestic, economic, or social disruption, not limited to poverty, breakdown of families, political unrest, acculturation, sexual, physical, or emotional abuse, being lured by pimps, internet predators, or begging syndicates, sexual orientation or gender identity issues. Suspicion of being witches who bring bad luck to a family can also lead one to be abandoned by their families in some parts of the world. Refusing an arranged marriage, being raped as a juvenile, could lead you to be abandoned by your family too and considered as adultery culturally in some parts of the world. What is the government and public response? As they are viewed as a public nuisance, oppressed individuals who are in poor circumstances from negative social and economic forces and in need of support from communities to get into the mainstream society by correctional, rehabilitative, outreach, and preventive means. To its side point, government, police, religious institutions, and charity organizations have stepped into this with partnerships and different strategies. Kids also get away from a life of crime, drugs, and get into education, training support, which is no more a security threat to the general public. The Street Children's Day has been bound to highlight the situation, and this gives us a green light profoundly into the matter. The myths about homelessness. Homeless people have jobs and are not lazy. just that they are not making enough to afford a place of their own. It is their fault they are homeless. This is wrong because of a lot of reasons, like you or anyone else. They did not want it, but it was cruel, and you find yourself in situations you cannot control. They are addicted. Not all are addicts, but many are trying to find the way best to stay sober and walk out of their unfortunate situation. No way to end homelessness. This has been proven out of the box. Japan and Finland did it almost 0% by implementing groundbreaking policies. Finland adopted a housing first policy, while Japan enacted a law to promote self-sufficiency among the homeless. We have also got food banks and community fridges in Canada. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.